Hey there, it's Keenan, and thanks for joining me during this exciting and special time of year. You'll often hear the months of November and December referred to as the holidays here in the States, as we bounce from Thanksgiving into Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, and other holidays on into New Year's celebrations. It's a busy time of year, often filled with gatherings of friends and family, shopping, giving, and some serious eating. And there are a lot of really common phrases and vocabulary associated with this time of year that you may not be familiar with. So in this lesson, you'll learn 10 super common holiday phrases that you definitely want to know. We'll also focus on some tricky English sounds, and we'll work on incorporating linking and reductions to help these phrases flow more naturally. Sound like a plan? Let's dive in. First phrase, the more the merrier. This phrase means everyone is welcome. The more people who come, the better an event will be. Hey, can Josh and Ella come for dinner on Christmas Eve? Sure, the more the merrier. The more the merrier. This phrase might be particularly tricky for you because there's a lot of sounds. This sound is very distinctive in American English because we don't drop our R's. They're always pronounced. Let's take a look first at the word more. More. You want to make sure you get a full pronunciation of the O vowel sound before you go into the at the end of this word. Or, almost like it has 1.5 syllables. So instead of more. Now, merrier, airier. Definitely a tricky combination of our sounds. In the first syllable, we have the as in red vowel sound before you get to the meaning you want to make sure you pronounce that before you say the mare. In our second syllable, we have just the E as in green sound, and then our final syllable is the just by itself. Merrier. And our emphasis is on the first syllable and that as in red rolling into the sound. So that's going to be a little bit longer. Mer. And then our ear quicker. Merrier. The more, the merrier. The more, the merrier. For a lot of my students, when you have that vowel sound in front of the like or air, the tends to swallow up that vowel standing in front of it. So you end up with more or merrier. And if you want to learn more about pronouncing those vowel plus or vocalic R combinations, definitely check out this video. I'll also have a link for you in the video description. All right, phrase number 2, snowed in. Snowed in. So to be snowed in means that you can't leave because there's so much snow outside because of a snowstorm or a blizzard. I'm sorry, we won't be able to make it to the party tonight. No worries, we're going to cancel. Everybody's snowed in. Snowed in. Snowed in. I want you to notice how that D sound at the end of snowed links over in front of the word in. So that in sounds like din. Snowed in. Snowed in. My voice never stops between the two words. It's not snowed in, snowed in, snowed in. No worries, we're going to cancel. Everybody's snowed in. Want to know more about how sounds link together between words in English? You definitely don't want to miss this lesson. Number 3, to be or feel stuffed. This is that full feeling you get in your body after eating a really big meal where you've overindulged. Who's ready for dessert? Oh, maybe later. I'm stuffed. I'm stuffed. I'm stuffed. Notice I am is contracting to I'm stuffed. We have the ed ending, but it's not stuffed, it's stuffed. When you have a voiceless consonant like the F sound, meaning there's no vocal cord vibration, that ed ending is going to be pronounced like a t, stuffed, stuffed. I'm stuffed. All right, number 4, a stocking stuffer. A stocking stuffer is a small gift or a treat that's placed inside a Christmas stocking or a large sock, typically on Christmas Eve. Oh, this little keychain is adorable. It'll be the perfect stocking stuffer for my daughter. Stocking stuffer, stocking stuffer. At the beginning of both of these words, there's an ST, an S blend, or an S sound with another consonant. Especially for my Spanish speakers, my Portuguese speakers, my Farsi speakers, and some other students, you want to make sure that you're not putting an extra sound in front of the S, or what's called an epenthesis. Your tendency might be to say, a stocking stuffer, a stocking stuffer, because S and another consonant, or S blends, don't happen at the beginning of words in your native language. So you want to make sure you're going straight into that S sound and the T together. Stocking, stocking, stuffer, stuffer. Make sure that your chin isn't dropping for the a stocking, a stuffer, stocking stuffer. Number 5, the holiday spirit. This refers to that positive feeling that a lot of people often have during this time of year. How's your holiday shopping going? Not so great. I can't seem to get into the holiday spirit this year. Holiday spirit, holiday spirit. Notice that O in holiday is pronounced as an A as in olive. You might tend to pronounce it as holiday, more like an O, but in American English, it's going to be an A. Holiday, holiday. And if you need more practice with that A as an olive vowel sound, a very distinctive sound in American English, be sure to check out this lesson. Number 6, a Scrooge. A Scrooge is a person who is cheap and unkind and has zero holiday spirit during this time of year. The term Scrooge comes from the name of a popular character in a book by Charles Dickens that has several popular movie versions called A Christmas Carol. Have you seen it? If you haven't, you definitely should. My favorite version is this one. Seriously, it's good. For the love of heaven, turn off the Christmas music. Oh, don't be such a Scrooge. All right, number 7, bah humbug. The term humbug is used to describe something that's nonsense or gibberish. The expression bah humbug was made popular by the character Scrooge, who is not a fan of the holiday season and says bah humbug to all the associated festivities. Hey babe, let's put the lights on the tree. Bah humbug, the football game's on. Number 8, it's the thought that counts. You may hear this phrase in reference to a gift that won't likely become a cherished possession. It means that the good and kind intentions are the more important thing. Even if people do things for you or give you things that you don't actually want, it's the thought behind the gesture that counts. Oh, thank you for the lovely sweater, Grandma. It's the thought that counts. Mind you, don't say that to Grandma that actually gave you the sweater. The thought that, the thought that. It's the thought that counts. This might be a tricky phrase for you because there's lots of those TH sounds. Remember, for that TH sound, you want the tip of the tongue lightly touching underneath the top front teeth. The. The key is that the connection between the tongue and teeth is very gentle and the air flows between the tongue and teeth. The thought, the thought that, the thought that. If you need more help with that tricky TH sound, be sure to check out this video here. It's the thought that counts. Number 9, ring in the new year. To ring in the new year means to mark the end of the previous year and the start of the next one, usually with some type of party or celebration. Yay! What are you doing to ring in the new year? Notice I'm not pronouncing every word distinctly in that sentence. You hear the words doing, ring in, and new year very distinctly. What and are become water, water. To becomes to ring in. And the becomes the new year. What are you doing to ring in the new year? The words are, to, and the are reduced. They're pronounced very quickly within the sentence. And common reductions like this are really important when you're working to improve the rhythm of your spoken English. If you want to learn more about 25 super common words that reduce in this same way, be sure to check out this lesson. Again, I've got a link for you in the video description. All right, and last but not least, wish list. Wish list. A wish list is a list of things you'd love to have or do. A lot of children will be working on their wish list during the holidays because it's a time of gift giving and special experiences for a lot of cultures. What's on your wish list this year? Wish list this, wish list this. That's a tricky one. First off, wish and list and this all have that I as in silver vowel sound, which may be tricky for you. And you may tend to pronounce it more like an E as in green. So it sounds like wish least, instead of wish list, wish list. And as you're working to refine this sound, you want to remember that it's a very relaxed sound. There's no tension in the lips, jaw, neck, shoulders. Everything's relaxed. Different from E, where you can feel a bit more tension in the tongue. A great way to practice the I as in silver sound is to hold that sound really long, so that your ears can get a chance to get used to hearing that sound and give your muscles and brain some extra time to communicate exactly what they need to do and where they need to be to make the sound. Wish list, wish list. If you need some extra help with that I as in silver sound, you'll definitely want to check out this lesson. Wish list. What's on your wish list this year? List this, list this. Another thing to notice, instead of list this, we have 3 consonant sounds here. We have the S, the T at the end of list, and then the TH at the beginning of this. When you have 3 consonant sounds together like this, at the end of one word and the beginning of another, that T sound is going to fall away. List this, list this. I'm going straight from that S sound right into the TH at the beginning of this, and that T is just disappearing. List this. What's on your wish list this year? What's on your wish list this year? Interesting, right? Do you want to hear more examples of common combinations where that T sound falls away? You'll love this video about the vanishing T. You know I've got a link for you in the video description. So there you have it, 10 common holiday phrases that you definitely want to know, along with some serious insider pronunciation tips. Happy holidays, everyone. As always, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.